The time is 10 minutes to 2 in the morning. And I'm up and making a snippet of my vlog at 10 minutes to 2 in the morning because I was sort of awoken by Jess, he lives sort of, well, the flat opposite mine. He's got a guest staying over tonight and obviously they don't want to both share the same bed. So he's just tried to move the two-seater settee from our lounge into his bedroom, which has woken me up, so I've gone out to help and try and work this out. It's woken Alex up, who lives down the hall, down the hallway, who's also come out and tried to help. To no avail, we couldn't manage it, so we had to carry it back. So, a minor failure, but it's brightened up my 2 AM. So normally I wouldn't have anything to vlog about whatsoever, other than Dwarf Hamsters if you want to hear about those. But luckily the student protests and riots and things in Manchester have given me something to talk about quite briefly. We're on our way home, me and Stephen and some other people, from one side of Manchester, round the outside of the town centre and back to Halls. And in our journey we saw 2 police cars, 3 ambulances, heard sirens 2 to 3 times and saw people bloodied on the floor, which makes a difference to the average Wednesday walk home. But other than that, it's been quite uneventful. So I might even talk about Dwarf Hamsters, because after having to write an essay on them, I'm second only to Catherine E. Wynne Edwards, who seems to have written every paper on them, but other than her, I seem to know, well, far too much. I could tell you that they have the shortest gestation period of any mammal, being on average 18 days, and after the mother has given birth, she can then be impregnated again. This means that within 36 days of the very first mating, you can have 18-day-old juvenile hamsters, be giving birth to your second litter of hamsters, and be conceiving a third litter, which is just absolutely bizarre almost. And it gets worse. They think that a lot of parental care is involved within dwarf hamsters, just like it evolved in humans, to counteract stresses in the environment, and there's a lot of biology involved, and after last week I'll try and keep out of the biology as much as I can, but suffice it to say, not only do the males show sort of paternal and parental care, so do the juveniles from the first litter at the birth of the second litter. The only way I can liken it to anything is, if you're a woman, well, in fact, if you're a man, imagine you're a woman, and now you're imagining a woman, all the women imagine that you're pregnant. Imagine that you give birth, and then straight away you are impregnated again. 9 months later at the second birth, imagine the first baby, now 9 months old, is helping to give birth to the child, cutting the umbilical cord and carrying it off and cleaning it and all the rest. It is bizarre. That shouldn't happen. They're only juveniles. They shouldn't be helping with the birthing process of their own brothers and sisters. I understand that you don't have dwarf hamster doctors and dwarf hamster midwives and gynecologists and things, and that's fine. I can level with that, but and so my biology knowledge gets one step worse. In fact, that's only like a little bit down the rabbit hole, because I now also know about the sexing of dwarf hamsters. So if you ever want to know about that, feel free to send me an email. I shall do my best to keep this short and sweet. You will see me Sunday. I should be in Lancaster, hopefully. And I'll look forward to all your vlogs.